Welcome back to Pokaching. I hope you guys are all doing well, having a great day. In today's video, we're going to be talking about some of the recent reveals and some potential leaks regarding the Mega Evolution sets that are releasing, so that have already been released in Japan with Mega Brave and Mega Symphonia. And so we saw some kind of cool, I don't know what you guys think about them, I actually do really like them, kind of like comic book style artworks for a Mega Lucario, Mega Gardevoir, and Mega Charizard X, which is the one with the black with blue flames. That's Charizard X, and Charizard Y is the yellow, or the orange one, sorry, not yellow. But you'll see that on screen anyway when I show the cards. Try to get some good quality pictures up so that you guys can see them. And those cards look really cool, and we also have the return of the Japanese text, you know. In Japan, they had the English text to have the name of the attack, whereas in English, we have the Japanese text for the name of the attack. I don't know why they did it that way, but kind of cool. I do like the return of that, and I do really like the vibrant colors on these cards, and I do think that in hand with texture and so on, they'll probably look really, really good. I do know a lot of people aren't too keen on these cards, think they're kind of trash. And I guess everyone's entitled to their opinion. I mean, it is artwork, so it's very subjective. It depends on what you like, what you enjoy. But what I do like is that Pokemon are actually trying different styles of artwork, and I do find it really quite cool and very vibrant on these cards. So that's my personal opinion. And there has been another Charizard X card that has been revealed. We don't know if it's a fan art or if it's actual artwork. In any case, the artwork is absolutely insane, whether it's a fan or an actual artist. In any case, there is a lot of talent there. Looks very cool. So we have, I'll pop it up on screen, try to get a good quality image for you as well. But it has, you know, Charmander, Charmeleon, and Charizard kind of in the bottom right quarter of the card. And then you have the Mega Charizard X above. So it's kind of showing like the evolution line. And I thought that was really, really cool. The artwork looks pretty badass. The drawing style is very nice. So if that is a real card, I don't know what to say, guys, but prepare yourselves because it's going to be very expensive. And I do want to give you guys some advice. Now, it's nothing you've not heard before, but I thought it would be worth repeating because, you know, as soon as we get cards and sets that look really insane, you know, it's important to stay grounded and not lose ourselves in all the hype and what everyone else is doing, what's going on streams, on social media, bigger YouTubers that have access to these products. And I'm not criticizing anyone, I'm just saying, don't give in to that because you have to kind of operate within your own means with the Pokemon hobby and be careful not to over leverage yourself, not get yourself into some financial difficulty buying too much or investing in too much and then having to sell. Just be reasonable, take your time with it. If you can't afford it, that's fine, don't buy it. Personally, I'm predicting that it's going to be extremely expensive, and I don't think that's like a crazy prediction. I think most people are probably pretty sure of that, and if that's the case, which it probably will be, then I will not be buying that set as it releases. I'll be waiting to see what happens long term, if prices dip at some point, if the bubble pops. The bubble's getting pretty big right now. I don't know what's going to happen, honestly. I mean, it's been going on for, I'd say it's almost a year now. We have the end of August to go, then September, October, and we're back in November, and then that'll be a year since all the hype has kind of been blowing up for the Pokemon TCG. So since Surging Sparks, which is understandable with some of the sets, with TCG Pocket, but I do think that things have gotten a bit out of hand, and therefore I want to give you some very simple, basic advice that you've probably heard a million times before, but I'm going to say it anyway, for those of you who watch my channel, is, like I said previously, don't over leverage yourself, don't spend money that you don't have, don't get yourself into financial difficulty. If you're chasing after certain singles, so if that Charizard is real, or if you like the kind of comic book style Gardevoir, Charizard, and Lucario, and you want those cards, fine. Just don't buy the singles as they release. Prices will fall. If we take a look at the Moonbryon from... Sorry, had something there. If we take a look at the Moonbryon from Prismatic Evolutions, just remember how much hype surrounded that card. Take a look at the prices. It was originally, I think at release, it was like 1,700, 1,800-ish. Now it's down in the 800s, so that's lost $1,000, which is an insane amount. But that's just what happens. People give into hype, They buy really expensive cards right out the gate because they just want it and they're afraid that the value will go even higher. But the reality is that, you know, more and more gets opened, more and more cards are available. The sealed product dwindles down. So sealed product is another matter. But for single cards, guys, just wait. Prices will fall. They will. It's happened every single time. Look at any set, look at the release date, and look at the prices. Prices fall. Don't look at the older sets, like really old kind of EX era or Diamond and Pearl and all that kind of stuff, Black and White, XY, because those prices have gone up. But I'm talking about sets that have released recently. Take a look at the values at the beginning and take a look at the values a few months later, and you'll see that prices pretty much every single time go down. Also, don't buy that fucking Seismitoad. Seriously. Do what you want. It's your money. You do what you want. I personally think that that is absolutely stupid. Like, when I see Seismitoad, who likes Seismitoad? Since when is Seismitoad a popular Pokemon? And I'm not saying that you shouldn't like him. I'm not saying that nobody likes the Pokemon, because I'm sure there are people that like it. But since when is that a hype Pokemon? I know it's Shinji Kanda who did the artwork, and his artwork style is very, very cool, very kind of like psychedelic, weird, abstract, whatever you want to call it. It's pretty cool, right? But Seismitoad, are we really going to buy any card, any Pokemon, and make the prices go way up just because it's a certain artist or illustrator that's done the card? I mean, it doesn't make much sense to me, honestly. I know it's art, once again, subjective. Everyone has their own opinion, so it's fine if people really like it, that's fine. But I just think the prices are a bit absurd right now, and I wouldn't be buying that card if I were you. Personally, no way in hell would I buy that card. I don't even like it that much, to be honest. But yeah, be careful with that. That's just a kind of weird kind of thing that I want to say within the video. Be careful with that Seismitoad. Really be careful. I can understand Magikarp because that's kind of like, you know, it's an iconic Pokemon. You know, Magikarp wasn't to Gyarados, you know, shiny Magikarp back in the Neo Revelation set. Yeah, Magikarp is kind of like this derpy fish that everybody likes. So I can understand that. Seismitoad, no, I don't understand it, honestly. Anyway, back to what I was talking about. Single cards, be careful, do not order them or buy them at release. Wait, and you'll be fine, you'll get them cheaper. And for sealed product, that's more difficult in terms of if you're looking for booster boxes and so on, we don't really know what's going to happen. We don't know if, you know, there's going to be a wave of booster boxes at release that you need to buy, and then there's no more booster boxes available, and all the further reprints will be like collection boxes or, you know, ETBs or other kind of various products that contain those packs, but no more booster boxes. So that's something that I can't really give advice on because I have no idea. And apparently Pokemon, from what I've heard, are kind of turning towards big box stores for, you know, their stock, and basically that's where they want to have a lot of their products sold, from what I've understood. So it could be wrong there, but that's just kind of what I've been hearing across social media and different, you know, people talking about Pokemon cards on YouTube. And if that's the case, you know, big box stores don't generally stock booster boxes or anything like that. They usually have collection boxes, you know, maybe ETBs, all sorts of different kind of bundles and things like that. So booster boxes, I definitely think, is a good pickup if you can get them at a reasonable price. Once again, if the prices are absurd, I'm personally going to be staying away from it. It's up to you guys what you do. Who am I to tell you what to do with your money? Just be careful and be aware that if you do buy a very expensive booster box, there's a good chance that it will drop in price. So you need to think about it and what you want to do with your purchase. So if you're buying a booster box to open it, I would say just wait and buy the singles. If you want the booster box to keep sealed, to have it in your collection, that's up to you, really. It's for you entirely. So if you're happy to pay that and you don't care if the value goes down, that's up to you. If you're looking to buy it as an investment and you're planning to hold it long term, so I'd say 5+ years, maybe even more, then you could probably still pick up a box at like, you know, $250 or whatever, and you will make money over, you know, 5+ years. That's pretty likely. It's a very pretty likely outcome, as if you look at any sealed product in the history of any sealed product, booster boxes and so on, you know, the value does go up. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe if you buy it expensive, the prices are going to dip and it's going to take a long time to recover back to where you paid for it. I have no idea, honestly. The Pokemon TCG right now is a very kind of uncertain thing. And the reason I'm saying that is because everyone's talking about reprints and so on. And I like to believe that they will be able to reprint enough. It's just a matter of time and a matter of organizing themselves to have enough facilities or enough timing in certain facilities to print the cards so that there's enough for everyone. I like to think that that's what the issue is organization, not so much they can't do it. But even then, there are sets like, Surging Sparks, Prismatic Evolutions, Destined Rivals. These sets need to be reprinted to meet demand because there are so many people that haven't even seen that product in store. They haven't even seen it at all. And the problem is that there's Surging Sparks, there's Prismatic Evolutions, even Journey Together needs to be reprinted. Destined Rivals, Black Bolt White Flare. Now we're getting a new Mega set coming out soon. There's going to be the Phantasmal Flames set coming out after that. Pokemon are going at it like really releasing sets every roughly 2 months. And the rhythm that they're going at is so fast that I don't know if they're going to be able to catch up with everything that they need to catch up on and still continue to print new sets. That's kind of the uncertain thing that I'm thinking about and that you should think about as well. So when you're buying booster boxes, I honestly, I don't know for sure. I don't know. I personally won't be buying them at expensive, like super expensive prices. That's for sure. But I don't know what you should do, honestly. If I'm completely honest, I think a lot of people on YouTube will tell you to do one thing or another, but I don't think they truly know. They're just giving you advice based on past experience, based on how they feel, and they're trying to give you the best advice. Most of the time, it's just they're trying to be as transparent as possible and give you what they think is the best thing to do. And that's what I'm trying to do here. But I don't want to say buy it really expensive or don't buy it because you might miss out. You might buy it expensive and the prices never really go down that much. I have no idea, honestly. No idea. We'll see. I think after this whole phase kind of blows over, once the bubble pops on this one, maybe we'll have a bit more confidence in saying that, yeah, Pokemon will print enough. Pokemon will catch up on everything. I guess we just have to give it some time, see what happens. If the bubble pops or even if the hype continues to keep going until the 30th anniversary and beyond, and they manage to reprint enough, then we can say with confidence, yeah, Pokemon are able to print enough. Even with the hype, they're able to print enough. Prices might come down, things are more accessible, blah, 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 blah. Or maybe they won't be able to. And then we're going to have to keep that in mind when we're making future investments or buying sets or, opening packs. We're going to have to think twice about it. Maybe we should be like, okay, I'm going to buy singles because if I open packs, it's going to take me so many packs to actually hit the card I want. And even then, there's no guarantees. I hope you get what I'm saying here, but we're going to have to see what happens and be able to kind of use that information, that data to, kind of keep moving forward in a smart way. But yeah, be smart with your money, guys. Don't get caught out. Don't over leverage yourself with this stuff. That's the only real advice I can give you. The cards do look insane. They are putting out some crazy sets, and Pokemon don't seem to be slowing down on that. And yeah, that's it from me, guys. I don't really know what else to say, other than Phantasmal Flames is probably going to be a badass set if we get a really cool Mega Gengar and Mega Charizard X. Those are two extremely popular Pokemon. Charizard, Gengar, a very, very, very popular Pokemon. And of course, that's going to be a set that's worth investing in. So, we'll see what happens, guys. Only time will tell. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. I hope that this video helped in some way, even though it was just my thoughts, not very structured, but I hope it helped. I hope it kind of got you to think about what you should be doing if you're doing anything at all. And yeah, drop a comment down below. Let me know what you guys are going to be doing. Are you going to be buying the next Mega set that's coming out and Phantasmal Flames after that? Or are you holding off at the moment and focusing on older sets from Sword and Shield era, or maybe some Scarlet and Violet sets that aren't too popular yet? Sorry. Yeah, let me know. Let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, subscribe as well. if you did enjoy this video. And in the next video, we're going to be talking about another really cool set. So I did talk about V-Star Universe in my previous video, but we're going to be talking about another set, a Japanese set, specialty set, that is absolutely insane and in my opinion, heavily slept on. So guys, stay tuned for that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, take care. Peace!